Mm.
Yes, hello, Isaac. I would like to say something. Yeah, after all these years, uh, I, I, s- I start noticing when I wake up in the morning, just a very few moments after waking up, there is not yet that sense of I, or yeah, I don't know how to call it different. There is just something more like sensations, I think. Um, and then I think it's wonderful that finally I seem to be able to notice that it becomes visible. Uh, and after a few moments, things start happening. They something happens that wants to, yeah, I think identify with something solid or so. And oh, I find it, yeah, very grateful that it starts becoming visible. And yeah, during the day, I lose it all the time actually. And only when something, a kind of an upset happens, um, I ask myself the questions. Who is aware of it? Who am I? That it comes a little bit clear again, that it's just actually, and clear, really clear, that it's just a kind of, how do you say that? Something that is not really me, but that is, hmm, that is indeed what you say. I'm just repeating it now, I see. Made up of habits and thoughts that that kind of, when that upset happens, that comes into focus and that becomes solid again. And then with the questions, it becomes again less solid and seen through, actually. Yeah, that's actually all I want to say. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's very helpful in many situations where I easily can get caught up in a, how do you say that? In a point of view or a conviction about something. Mm. And one thing, it also, when the attention focuses on something, then instead of this fluid kind of being, it all at once becomes seems to become very solid and very there and very confined also. Yeah. Yeah, and one other thing that has been also very helpful is you once said when I came with something that was around some kind of emotion that was very hard to
Vandaag met Aardijk, met Van der Heijden.
yeah, some emotion that became very hard to entangle. I actually don't see you anymore. Let me just see how I can get you back on.
Okay, does that help if I
Yeah,
speak?
yeah, that does help. Yeah, yeah. And then you said something to me like, things are made up of many different aspects. Uh, when there is an emotion in play, then it seems to be just one thing happening. But when I look closer in it, then I become aware of many different shades, and I can also become aware of, for example, my feet or other things in my body happening. And that's, yeah, that I found also very helpful for me to not become so entangled one in one thing. Mm. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Richie.
Hi, Isaac. In my daily life, it's difficult to come out of the samsara. So I have this taste of nirvana in contact with you. And it sounds so easy, just not to believe the thought, just not label the sensation, but somehow there's some difficulty. And maybe you have some hints. I would appreciate so much.
You know, once you've tasted just being quiet, then and there's an interest to keep quiet. And it just, I mean, you know, it's just got its own intelligence. It takes us whatever time it takes so that the attention stops running with content, with interpretations, or with thinking we know something. So, you know, I think if you look at the invitation of all the wisdom traditions, it's just watch very carefully the movements of thought, and just without right or wrong, without trying to change, without trying to fix, just being aware. Then there's a distance to them, and then they start to fall away. But you're not aiming for anything. You just, okay, wow, yeah, find myself here. Thinking happens, and I can see it's just these funny habits related to thinking and functioning, and
Sometimes there's this feeling of, call it demons, some dark force. Which is, yeah, come in my natural expression or feeling or being. Yeah? That's samsara, huh? So maybe samsara is happening in nirvana. In me. Thank you.
Swaha.
Hi. This taste, it looks like I'm never bored of it. I. And it's more worse than every gold or whatever on the world.
Sundari. Ah, cool.
Hi.
Hi.
So nice to just sit. Thank you.
Thank you. Letter. Hi, letter.
Hi.
I just feel so much love and gratitude for you being there for us. For consciousness being there for us. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Thank
Thank you. Evelina,
Hi, hello.
hi. You're so welcome to speak if you would like, and you don't need to.
I want, but it's not easy for me. I have a lot of fears.
Tears or fears?
Fears,
Fears, okay.
fears. And one of them is a strong fear of loneliness. And I'm trying to understand it.
Well, look, this is the first time we're meeting, so let's just take a few moments to see how it is.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
So we're here, and then thoughts come and go. So this fear of loneliness is in the future, or is it now?
Future,
Future. So it's not now.
not now.
Yeah, so you can see it's a thought.
Yes,
But when that thought comes, it also has a feeling with it, like I say, because there's a projection of our thinking, and so then chemicals get released in our this bodying activity, and so then we have emotion and feelings, you could say. So in just for a millisecond, when we hear, and we're not trying to get anywhere, we're just resting. How is it then? In that millisecond.
I feel calmness.
Calmness, okay. Yeah. So we're here now. Now we just watch to see if a thought comes. And thoughts are welcome. I mean, they come by themselves. And they go by themselves. See, for most of us, we've been conditioned, you could say, to believe our thinking and to give attention to it without ever questioning. Okay, that's just a thought. It's not more. It's not real. So the deepest question in a way is, it's not an intellectual question. It's like, whoever you are, or whatever you are, you already are that. So it's not a question of getting anywhere, but we're just here now, and maybe for the first time, we're just looking, Okay. So now this question, who are you? And you just let whatever answer comes come, and then we can explore it. So thoughts come and go. So we can't be the thoughts because we're still here when the thoughts are gone, yeah? Feelings come and go. So we're not the feelings. Experience comes and goes. So not the experience. This bodying activity, changing every moment, it's changing, yeah? Constant change. And we're aware of it. So again, if we're aware of it, it can't be who we are. It's something appearing in awareness, yeah?
Mhm.
So this that you already are, can you try to speak about it? It's very difficult, but see what comes out. But deeper than the calmness, it is awareness of the calmness, yeah?
Yes.
So now we're seeing if we can try and speak of that awareness itself. And there it gets trickier. So, you know, it's like,
It's very new for me and it's like not easy.
yeah. So that awareness, it's here in which everything shows up. All thoughts, all feelings, all experience, time, space, matter, energy, it all shows up in something we can't say what it is. Our conditioning has been, you know, to be busy with the thoughts, the feelings, the perceptions, ideas, and nobody really told us just to rest.
Yes.
To let what comes come and let what goes go. So when I ask you this awareness that's already here, in which everything is appearing, where does it begin and end? In your own exploration.
And I'm trying to look inside
Yeah.
what I am feeling. Is like I
Not
have
what you're feeling. Not what you're feeling. Yeah. It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one part in my body here, like inside in the chest,
Yeah.
where I can feel sometimes pain, and when I'm trying to be me, find to consciences and be calm, is the same place.
Mhm. And that place, how big is it? Where does it begin? Where
When-
does it end?
When I feel love and calmness, it's very big. When I feel pain, it's getting squeezed. And
And so, so who are you? Who feels the pain? Who feels the bigness? What is that?
it's not me.
Okay.
It- this is my answer now. It's,
Yeah. Okay, good. Very good. Yeah. So that feeling of me, also it disappears every night when we go to deep sleep. It's gone.
really?
You tell me what happens when you go to deep sleep. Not in dream, but in deep sleep.
Mhm. Deep sleep.
Is there me?
I have to check.
Check, yeah. When we're in deep sleep, is there time? Everything disappears, yeah?
Mm.
No time, no me, no nothing,
No.
yeah? Yeah. And then waking up happens whenever, doesn't matter, in the middle of the night or in the morning. The senses become active. And usually some thinking starts. Where am I? How do I feel? What do I have to do today? Those thoughts come in. And those thoughts give us some sense of a me. Without those thoughts, there's nothing. Yeah? It's just
So I don't exist without thoughts?
the feeling of me doesn't exist without thought.
Okay.
You see, so, and this, you say an interesting word there called exists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we need to just explore, what does exist mean? So we say maybe something like a table or a tree or something exists.
Mm-hmm.
So in the dictionary says what's real is what exists.
Yes.
Yes. But the sages say what changes is not real. So you can have a building or a car, in 1,000 years it will not look the same. It's changing.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore it's not real. It's because it's always changing. Yeah? So by that definition, what doesn't change? Who you are doesn't change, actually, yeah? The feeling of you changes,
Yes.
but that which is aware of the feeling doesn't change.
It's a little bit
Correct.
complicated.
In some ways, yes, in some ways, very simple.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think my mind is making it complicated.
Yes, of course. Mind is complicated.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. It's really,
And
so to speak it in another way, we hear
yes.
the senses pick up information, color, temperature, smell. It's information, yeah?
Yes.
And the human senses pick up a little tiny band of what all the information that there is. We don't pick up infrared or ultraviolet, or we have a very narrow band of information that our senses, human senses, can pick up. And so this moment, actually, if we look at its sensations, just information. But the conditioning is these sensations, this information gets interpreted through our conditioning. That's why different people can see something completely different just because of the interpretation. Yeah.
Yes.
So the interpretation is not real because it's an interpretation. Like a dream, we say a dream is not real because we're dreaming, yes. And this interpretation is also not real because it's
Mind.
the mind. Yeah.
Mhm.
So now we're pointing at something that's beyond the mind, beyond the interpretation. That deep resting. That's always here. This feeling of me changes depending on how much sleep we've had, whether we just had a fight, whether there's an upset, whether we just met someone that we're attracted to, or someone says something that upsets us. I mean, it's always changing, yeah? So it can't also be who we are.
Mhm.
Hmm. There's really, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. There's nothing you have to remember. I'm just pointing you at,
Yes.
yeah, that's all. Simple, yeah. Which country are you in?
Poland.
Poland, okay. Your English is really good.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
I'm also working every day with English, so this is the reason.
Okay, good. So usually, we never been invited to just rest as who we are. We've been invited by our conditioning to run after thoughts and feelings and to measure ourselves by that.
Sure.
And that makes a lot of trouble. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice to explore with you. Just let it wash through, and then if anything else comes up, you're welcome to
Mhm.
ask.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh.
Hello. Um, I don't know if it's a question or maybe an observation to the inquiry before, Evelina. And I know the mind cannot answer, but so awareness is here, and it's just is, and experience is also here, and it changes. And when you try to find a separation between awareness and experience, you cannot find any. It's just one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the mind cannot understand that what is unchangeable is the same as what changes always.
Mhm.
Maybe the mind is not made for understanding this.
Yeah, you know, we
I
talk
don't
about
know.
a mind, but really what we're talking about is thought, because no thought, no mind. So in this moment now, beyond thought, that which is aware of thought, yeah, there's nothing to resolve. There's no paradox even.
No.
So there's, we could say, sensations or information, and then somehow there's a habit to try to describe the moment. And it's like a habit that has been conditioned from very young. You know, you get told, "Oh, it's very good." When you think you know something, what's going on, you can say a name of something, or dada or mama or something. Then you get acknowledgement, and so this habit to try and name and describe what I'm feeling, what's going on, or something. From very young, that's been the conditioning. But if we look in this moment together, we can't describe what's going on. It's changing every moment, and we can't talk that fast even. It's just so we don't know what's going on, and this habit to want to know what's going on is actually stressful. So we can
Yeah.
kind of relatively know what's going on. Okay, yes, I need to pee, where's the toilet? Or I'm hungry, where's the fridge? Or,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. It's also an attempt to make contact.
Yeah,
And
and
what is contact?
yeah, and because ultimately, this moment, there's not two. There's not me and something to be in contact with. Like you said, there's no boundary between awareness and experience. There's no separation at all. This moment, everything is right here. Can't be anywhere else. Yeah? We can't be not in connection with it. Just a thought, oh, okay, I'm not in connection. That's all that can happen.
Yeah, isn't it also something real in the human, yeah, how would you say the human?
Experience.
Yeah, we are maybe organisms that live in tribes or something. And is
Yeah,
that
so, you know,
part not?
Yeah, so we can say like when the baby's in the mother's stomach, I don't think it feels separate at all. In fact, it doesn't feel separate for a while. But then, you know, it's like a little baby's survival depends on the caregiver understanding the signals, and it only has one signal to cry. And somehow, like if we just quiet, then we feel what the signal is. If our thinking is running and we're busy and stressed and stuff, we don't know what the signal means. We just know crying, I've got to do something. And so, you know, from the perspective of the baby, it feels like its existence is threatened, basically, because there's not there's no security in that attachment. There's like, this person isn't in tune with them. So that brings a feeling of separation. But yet, there is no separation. It's like a feeling, you could say, from not getting signals heard and felt and seen. So in most expressions of life, there's looking for somebody to understand our signals so we can feel safe and home, you could say. But in a way, that looking, you could say, always brings the feeling of not getting it. So then there's a sense of separation and something wrong. But when we just stop, none of that exists even. Not real. There is no separation. No distance to our experience. It's right here.
Yeah, I can relate to that, and still the mind is. And what is contact? What is then contact? To have it to me it feels so yeah, something I need contact somehow. I wouldn't be able to live the rest of my life without any contact, I believe. Maybe it's just a belief, I don't know, but that
Yeah.
seems really very real.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, it's a good inquiry
mhm,
because, you know, it's like one way to speak it, what we have to give each other is our attention. And there's a certain quality of attention that projects us as separate, projects us as an
mhm,
object, and
mhm,
doesn't see us or feel us. So
mhm,
that quality of attention doesn't feel so good.
mhm,
And there's another quality of attention that doesn't project that we're outside. It feels, it, 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 it meets itself, I could say, in a very sweet way. And that quality of attention feels like food. It's,
mhm.
yeah. And then our experience is determined by where and how our attention is focused. So when it's looking for connection, it feels disconnected.
Yeah.
When it's resting at its source as awareness, there's no disconnection at all. There's no lack of anything. There's no wanting, there's no needing, there's no anything. It's just here. But our conditioning has not been to rest like that. Our conditioning has been running after
Yeah.
wants and needs and ideas.
Yeah.
And of course, we feel many things.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, Susanna.
Isaac.
Hi.
Stuff is coming. Thank you a lot, Isaac.
Ross, thank you for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for being here. Love, peace, beauty.